So on the 13th, on just one day, I did $5,000 in revenue, taking home about $1,800 in net profit, sitting at a 36% profit margins, and I only spent $927 on ads. The following day, you can see here on Friday, we replicated similar numbers, sitting once again at 40% margins, almost 2K in pure profit, spending about $899 on ads at a 5.47 ROAS. I have a two-step strategy that takes me 10 minutes to set up every time I test a new store, and this is the difference between being profitable and not being profitable. Most dropshippers think they're not profitable because of their ads, their website, but it's actually none of those things. I'm gonna break it down in today's video. The most frustrating thing about dropshipping, away from struggling to find a winner, is getting some initial traction with a store and seeing a few profitable or even break-even days. And then the moment you try to scale it, it goes negative and you can't make any money. It is easily one of the most frustrating things you could possibly face. And after all, we all started dropshipping to make some money. So how do you go from break even or even losing money every single day to getting a store like this, where in 1 week you can do right around $20,000 in revenue, making just under $7,000 in profit, hovering a 35% profit margin on a 4.57 return on ad spend? It's a simple two-step strategy that can take you 10 minutes to start. And for some reason, a lot of dropshippers just do not do this, or they do a very lazy job of doing this. So I want to show you the bulletproof strategy that you can do to see multiple 3, 4, 5, even $6,000 days by setting up this simple strategy. And the answer to this is actually just all about your AOV, your average order value. The easiest way to scale and see great profit margins is to get an existing customer to spend as much money as possible. And it's easier to actually get one paying customer to spend about $200 than it is to get a non-paying customer to spend 40 bucks. So in other words, we're really trying so hard to get new people to buy on our stores, but what if you spent more time just creating a good value on the front end and back end to get that same customer that was going to buy one thing buy 3, 4, or even 5 different things? And if you need further proof of this, you can see here on one of my stores, you can see that customers are spending and ordering a ton of different things. So as you can see here, I got one order for $120, 4 items, $124, 7 items. We got $164, 8 items, right? This is all from the same customer just buying multiple things on the store. We got $200 basically at 9 orders. And then look at this, $238. They bought 16 different things. Now think about it, right? Like, let's assume you're spending $100 a day on an ad and one person checks out $238 for 16 items. That pretty much makes you damn near profitable. If you get one more sale, you're profitable. So I need less orders to be as, if not more profitable than the average dropshipper. And it's easier to get to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a day by simply creating good offers. So let's talk about how you can do this with AOV maxing. Basically putting as many offers in front of your customer, but the right offers in the right position and in the right way. So before we actually get into the two different things you can do, it's super important to understand what most people do wrong. And I'm sorry if I'm reviewing any of you guys' stores, but I just found some quick examples here. So what most people do is actually don't do any type of bundling or offer at all. They'll say, hey, get this item at $39.99 and that's it. So that is the worst thing you could possibly do. The second worst thing you could do is just simply do quantity incentives, where you're only just incentivizing people to buy more at a discounted rate, which is good and it's not bad, but it's kind of lazy in the bare minimum. So for example, we can see here that this person says buy one, get one free, buy two, get two free, buy three, get three free. Cool. That's not bad. And this is better than the average dropshipper that would just have one offer that says buy this for $39.99. But on top of that, when we go to add to cart here, we go straight to checkout. I didn't even realize this when I first found the store. We go straight to checkout. We don't even get like an add to cart. We don't get any other additional upsells, downsells, nothing. It just goes, you're just missing out on so much money. So that's just one example of what most people tend to do. And that is a problem because there's so much money being left on the table. So if we take a closer look at this product here, it's a tummy and teeth treat for, seems like cats. So maybe this, I'm not too sure, but just as a quick glance, I would assume this is a healthy snack for cats that also helps them with their teeth. Well, now that we know that we're selling the cats, think about all the other additional things that we can put in front of this customer that might benefit them, and also assimilate really well with the product that they're selling. That's something you always have to think about. Now let's take a look at another example here. This is an EMS foot activation thing to help with foot pain. Buy one, buy two, you get a discount. And then this one isn't too bad because you do get some type of additional incentive to spend a little bit more money because you get the EMS rehab glove as well. But if we go to add to cart here, actually, no, this is good. So this brand has some cart upsells, which is good. So you can see here, they are incentivizing you to not just go straight to checkout, but here's some additional things that you can benefit from. If you're having foot pain, you might also have hand, knee pain. So let's actually talk about some ways we can actually really improve and skyrocket your offers. So this brand here has done a great job, right? So you're going to get this nootropic blend that has all these great incentives, but look at all these other additional things that they're giving you. Free gifts, ebooks, which I'm going to show you guys how you can create ebooks. It's super simple. So you can get your servings, but you're going to get incentivized to get the master bundle where you're going to spend more money because you're getting additional free gifts. So if we get a 60-day supply, we add to cart. We of course also get some, little other thing that we like to do in dropshipping, which is incentivizing people to pay for shipping protection. So this is just a digital thing that costs you no money, but people will spend money to incentivize and make sure that they get their product to them delivered without it being damaged. Think of it basically like saying this is insurance, giving people the option to opt into buying insurance. So if their product arrives broken, you get a free replacement. So that's really cool to see. We have this brand here that is selling this grounded bed sheet. Now their offer comes with, as you can see, each quantity has some type of incentive. So you're not just getting one for $70. You also get lifetime guarantee, which theoretically normally costs $40, but they're saying you get it for free. If you get two, you get that same lifetime guarantee, but you also get a grounding mat, an additional free grounding mat. And then if you get three, then it's more stuff plus the incentive, right? You save money as well. And then you get, if you buy all this other stuff, you get the entire bundle, right? So this is how you create a good offer. You can get the same person that would have spent $30. You can get that same person now spend $70, $80, which doubles your AOV and makes it super easy. Okay, another example of what not to do. So you got buy one, get one free, buy two, get two free, buy three, get three free, add to cart. And then once you add to cart here, you get nothing, right? Like there's no upsells, there's no nothing. And it's not to say that these guys aren't making money. It's not to say that they can't be profitable by doing this, but there's definitely some money left on the table because if you put an offer in front of people and it makes sense, they're going to be likely to pay for it, especially during this time of the year. Now, here's an example of a store that I have right here. This is a mock store that I like to test and show examples of, but also run some ads to show some proof of concept. Here's an example, another example of what I personally like to do. So you can get this Bible journal for $39.99, but if you buy one, get one 50% off, not only are you saving money, you get a free shipping as well, and you get an additional ebook. And the marketing and messaging also aligns with that. As you can see here, couples bundle. Then you have buy three, get one free. Again, free shipping. You get the ebook and you get the keychain as well. But it doesn't stop there. Once you go to checkout, you can see there's additional incentives, right? Like these prayer pens, these holy highlighters. And you might be thinking, Alex, I can probably just buy some pens off of Amazon for $99 or get it for cheaper. But that is the point I'm trying to make clear to you guys, is that people will spend money if you put the right offer in front of them and it's the right branding and it aligns with the product. So because this is a Bible journal, people are obviously going to need to write down notes in the journal. What better upsell there is than a actual pack of pens? If you don't believe someone would pay for this, here is living proof in this order here that when I ran a test, that they literally paid for the pack of pens. Right. So it just goes to show you this order came out to right around $72. And I increased the likelihood of me being profitable by simply putting that in there. You might say, Alex, again, right? Why not just go buy pens off of Amazon or go to your local store? Well, because it's packaged into the offer and it's marketed towards that audience, right? They're not just regular pens, they're prayer pens, right? You just throw a little pizzazz on there. You'll get people to literally spend more money just because of it. So let's get into some more details. So the first thing you need to do when it comes to AOV maxing is focusing on the front end. So we actually haven't talked anything about the back end, which I'll break down in just a second here. But quantity incentives, right? So it's important that obviously offers like this one here, where you're incentivizing people to spend more money to get additional
rewards and discounts is good. I'm not saying you should not do this, but doing that alone is where a lot of people drop the ball. You should be looking to add free gifts. You should be adding free shipping incentives on orders that, people are spending more, and you should be adding add to cart upsells and stuff like that. Let me show you how I personally like to set this up. There are plenty of different bundle tools that you can use. The one I like to use to get the ball rolling is Rappi. Now, Rappi is great because not only do they allow you to create the quantity incentives, but they pair really well with subscription-based tools, and they have additional bonuses like this live social proof feature at the bottom. It's a widget that basically incentivizes people to make a buying decision as soon as possible, because it makes it seem like other people are on your website right now viewing the same product that you're running. And this is really great if you pair this up with something like limited time or low quantity, because if you say, hey, this offer is low quantity, there's not much left, and they see that there's a live widget of people viewing the same offer, it's going to incentivize some more people to just take action right away. So a little bonus tip for you there. But what I would do is create a brand new bundle on Rappi. I would title it, make it so it is a specific product. So in this case, I'm going with the Bible journal. And then I'll go to the offers section. And then normally what I'll do is make the first offer very basic and bland. I'm doing this in specific because I want the other offers to really stand out and be jam packed with great value. So you can throw a little like free gift on there if you'd like, but I like to keep it basic in most cases. So there's not much you really need to do. I'll leave it at the default price. And then I like to make sure you add a quantity widget. I've seen this happen, especially at scale, where people are not really clear on what you're buying. So they think that they might be getting more. So they see buy one, get one. They might think that they're only getting one. So this quantity widget makes it very clear that they're getting 1, 2, and 4. So that's all you really need to do. And then scroll down and make sure live social proof is turned on there. Like I mentioned, you definitely want to have that there. Offer 2 tends to be the best offer, the offer I'm incentivizing the most. This is that happy medium. This is where I normally going to do a buy one, get one 50%, or buy one, get one free, depending on how good my margins are. Double check that you're giving discounts that still allow you to be profitable. You should be, shooting for a 1.5 break even ROAS, even on the other additional offers. So that's what I'll do here. And I normally do a discount value of about 25%. And I always, always, always throw in a free ebook. Now, let me show you guys real quick something that's super important. I create these super comprehensive ebooks that take me maybe 10 minutes to create using AI. It's 100% free as well. And I have a step-by-step script that literally breaks this all down for you so you can literally copy. I'll leave it in the description of this YouTube video. You can grab it for free, and then you can use that to throw together an ebook. I think this is one of the easiest ways to make your offers look way better, because ebooks have great perceived value, especially if you gear it towards the thing that you're selling and the problem that your target audience has. And in this case, because I'm selling a Bible journal, it made sense to create an ebook around faith-driven couples that are looking to have additional tips and strategies to get closer to their faith. And in this case, it's specific to people that are in relationships. So that's a really cool incentive and just makes your offer so much better. I always like to add a little tag here that incentivizes that this offer is also free shipping. So definitely put that. And in this case, I gave away a free gift, and this is a Jesus keychain. It's really dope because it just makes the entire offer really sexy. So there you go. That's what I would personally do. And then I like to do this with Rappi. Go to advanced settings, set price routing to 99 cents. So everything rounds up to a clean price point there. So it just looks so much better. And then you can publish this, and then this is going to be on your store. This is a absolute must. If you do not have some type of bundling tool or some type of offer like this, you're losing out on so much money. So Rappi is actually one of those tools you can get for pretty cheap. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to save 20%, and you can sign up with that and get your first bundle to going, incentivizing people to spend more money. It's so crazy because with just Rappi alone, I made an additional $7,000 in the last 7 days. This is additional money that I wouldn't have otherwise had. And as you can see here, this has helped increase my average order value to right around $47 on this product. So it just makes it so much easier to make more money. So sign up for Rappi. I'll leave a link in the description. You can save 20% and get to charging people more money. Now with cart upsells, I normally just use the Shrine Pro feature. So I have Shrine Pro, and if you go here, you can go into the cart drawer section and add something called product upsells, and this is where you can throw in the additional upsells. So if you already have Shrine Pro, you do not need to install an additional tool. I believe Rappi will soon be able to add cart upsells too right into the app, so it'll have everything that you need there. But if you guys absolutely don't know what to do with this, most themes nowadays allow you to do this and set this up for free. But yeah, I use Shrine Pro and it allows me to do cart upsells, which is so important. If that for some reason isn't working for you, I'm going to show you another tool you can use as well. It actually goes hand in hand with the backend section of the training, which we'll talk about right now. So backend is also very important, right? This is super important because a lot of people, they think that all the money is made on the front end and that's it. So what I like to do is I like to position an offer in front of my customer at the end of checkout, right? So I'm going to show you the tool and everything. And this same tool can also allow you to do cart upsells as well and other different types of upsells. But this is really cool because you want to make as much money as possible. And what I like to do is present the same exact offer and the same product that that person came to the website for. I like to offer it to them for 50% off. And this is important because and very powerful because what this will allow you to do is literally get free money on the back end. You got to think about it this way. Your paid ads are designed to get a front end purchase. So whatever someone pays on the front end, you have to subtract that from your ad costs. Anything after that, after they made a purchase, is free profit. So let's say I'm selling something for, let's say $30 and my cost of goods is $10. Right? So that means on the front end, my ads need to cost me less than this to be profitable. But after they made their purchase and everything, and let's say it cost me $10 to get the sale, and I make $10 in profit, that is the numbers that I'm working with. So I need to get a sale within $20. If I get a sale after that, after they made their first initial purchase and they get prompted with a back-end offer, I now can cut my price in half. Now I can take my cost of good here, and instead of charging $30, I can charge something like $15, right? And then the cost of goods is still going to be $10. I can make an additional $5 in profit from doing nothing because I don't have to worry about my ad costs because that $20 there is for the front end sale. But after that, anything else that I get is free additional money, because I don't have to pay to acquire that same sale again, right? It's you pay for the front end customer to make that purchase, and anything that they spend afterwards is free profit. So I can make an additional 5, even 10, sometimes $15 because I'm cutting the price in half, right? They were comfortable paying for the full price at $39.99, for example, right? Or $30. Now I'm saying, hey, you can get an additional one of those things that you just purchased for 50% off. You just already you thought $30 was a fine enough price. I'm now offering it to you for 50% off. And most cases, people are going to take you up on that offer. And let me show you again another live example of this. So the tool in question is called one-click upsell. I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up and everything. But you can see here, whenever someone gets an order, right, they make a purchase, they get prompted with an order, an option to make another purchase at the end. I'm going to show you the landing page and everything. But they made that purchase there. And look, they ended up walking out with 5 journals. And this one here, you can see the discount is 50% off. So it's $20, right? I made an additional, I forgot how much I'm sourcing this for. I think I made an additional $7 in free profit because I think I'm sourcing this for right around, I think like $13 or maybe like $12 or something like that. I think it's $13 I'm sourcing this for. So I made an additional $7 in free profit because I prompted that same customer that was comfortable buying the first set of journals for $40. I said, hey, get it for another one. You can use this as a gift to a family member or friend for 50% off. So they just gave me an additional $7 in profit, and that can be the difference between a profitable campaign versus a not profitable campaign. So this is super important to have set up, and it's automatically done. You can set this up in minutes. So the app in question is called One Click Upsell. It's pretty affordable too. You're not gonna have to pay an arm and a leg. I think it's like $10 or something like this a month for this. So what you would do is create a new funnel. You would click products and select the product that you want in question. And One Click Upsell isn't just for post-purchase upsells. They have like product widgets that you can add on your product page. They have cart upsells. So if you don't have Shrine Pro, you can use cart upsells there too. But basically, the only thing that I use this for right now is post-purchase upsells. So I would ignore all this other stuff because again, I have Shrine Pro, so I can add cart upsells naturally with Shrine Pro, and then I use Rappi for my front-end bundling. The only other thing that I'm missing is post-purchase upsells, which what I would do here is go after the purchase is complete, I'd create a post-purchase upsell. And all I would do is just take the main product that I'm selling and present it in front of my customer and say, hey, get another journal as a gift for 50% off. right? So one of the best gifts you can give is the word of the Lord. I'm marketing it and messaging it to this target audience. And I'm saying, hey, get this for 50% off. I'm going to set a 3-minute timer. So they have 3 minutes to make a decision to buy this for 50% off, or else they'll never see this offer ever again. And then in most cases, they're going to buy. If not, it's fine. They decline. Their main offer will go through as completed. Nothing will stop you from completing the main offer. But this is one of those things because their credit card is already on file. They just completed a purchase already. So them hitting complete purchase doesn't even require them to add their credit card information back in or anything. They're just going to hit complete purchase and boom, that is it. Okay, so that's what it looks like there. You can see here that their order is already complete. They can see the receipt and everything, but they also get prompted with this at the end that they can always do. And naturally speaking, this is just one like test mockup store. But normally I'm putting another upsell item and another downsell item. So let's say they move forward with this item. I might offer them a pen pack. Hey, here's another chance to get the same pen pack that you may or may not have gotten before. Get it for another pen pack, right? You already bought another journal. You might as well buy some pens as well. Actually, I think after this YouTube video, I'm gonna go add that right now. But you just bought a pen pack already, probably as a gift for somebody else. Get them a matching, sorry, you just bought a journal for somebody else. Get them, complete the bundle order and get them a pack of pens to go along with the journal you just bought them, right? And you're just literally layering basically like cheese traps for them to keep stepping on and taking, so that way you can get them to spend more money. Now, you can use as an if they accept the offer, you can offer that. If they decline it, maybe you try offering them something a little bit more affordable, like the Jesus keychain, right? So I gotta because I'm still running this as like a tester store for my students inside my community. So I like using this as opportunities to show you guys live examples of how things are done at scale. So that's one of those things I'm definitely going to do after this training. But that's what I like to do with all my other main stores. My main store where you saw someone buy like 16 things, it's because I had all these front end things and then additional, downsell things as well. Right. And this is just this was just back to back. You can see this is happening in the moment, a matter of moments here. But I had like so many different orders where people are buying like so many different things. And this makes it so easy to get to your 1K, 2K, 3K a day goals, whatever your daily goals are. It makes it so easy. And that's all it really comes down to, guys. AOV maxing. And then one final note here. Don't just put, random items in front of your customers to buy. It has to actually correlate with the main thing that they're purchasing. So back to the examples here, right? Like for example, what's a good here? So like these gummy treats or these treats here for cats. I'm not gonna put something like, I don't know, like a cat grooming tool just because, right? Like, yeah, that could be something that they may buy, but you got to think about your ads and your marketing. What problem is your target audience facing, and how can you solve that with your product? Okay, I know that my cat is suffering from XYZ. Now I'm going to sell them this main product, but what are some other additional things? Instead of doing like something like a cat grooming thing, I might do like a some type of fountain or some type of like cat bowl, right? So they're eating this, they might want to drink something, or a bowl to put the treats in, right? So like, you're not going to have your cat eat out the bag, right? What are you going to do? You're going to want to probably put like some type of bowl. Like, see in this example here, you have a bowl here, right? So I would add like some type of upsell where it would be a cat bowl. So you can put the treats into the cat bowl so your cat can eat it. And maybe an anti-slip cat mat underneath so it doesn't create a mess, or, that's what I would personally do. I wouldn't just throw like random cat, items just because they own a cat. It has to correlate and make sense. And something else too as well, something you should all be adding for additional free money is something like shipping protection. This is basically shipping insurance where you can market it as, hey, if anything arrives damaged or broken, if you have this purchased, we'll send it to you for free. In most cases, if you have a good supplier, nothing should arrive damaged or broken. So a lot of times people have this checked on. You'll make an additional $4 in pure profit because obviously you don't have to fulfill on this, and it doesn't cost you a single thing, and more people than not are going to have it checked on. So that's going to also increase your AOV for free, and that takes like 2 minutes to set up. All you would do is create it as a separate product in your Shopify dashboard and then add it as a cart upsell. And that's it, guys. That's all you got to do to really AOV max and make a ton of money. And as I'm getting ready to close out here, you can see the store just got Got a little sale there. We just got another sale on the same Bible journal store. So I'm going to add some additional upsells and stuff to really get people spending as much money as possible. But with that being said, guys, we're going to end off this video here. I want to introduce you to Social Brands Club 2.0. It's the relaunch of my community that I've been building. We have a lot of great value in here that's breaking down all the things you need to find a winning product, build a store, get a good supplier, launch that with profitable ads, and make as much money as humanly possible. So if you guys want additional help with your dropshipping journey, but don't want to pay $5,000 or $6,000 for mentorship, highly recommend you click the link in the description. You can sign up at Social Brands Club on School, and I'll be able to reach out to you right away and help you get your ball rolling with your dropshipping journey. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do that. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care.